corners. Steve, if you could pull up 219 when you get a sec, but the list of free agent tackles right now, to Jason's point, is
by the way, before you bring it up, Mike, apparently Colt McCoy is joining NBC for their Big Ten coverage.
There you go, Colt McCoy to NBC. 219, Steve, one more. One down. But the list of free agent tackles available right now, they all have their flaws. They're either older, but these are the 5 best available free agent tackles. You have David Bakhtiari, Donovan Smith, DJ Humphries, Charles Leno, and Dwayne Brown, who last played for a few different teams, including the Jets, the Seahawks, and the Texans.
Now these guys are all. David Bakhtiari was like a Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler.
The rest of these
5-time All-Pro.
Right. The rest of these guys have all been starters, decent players. Jason's right. There's probably a reason why none of them are signed right now. Now, is it possible that 1 or 2 of those 5 guys are working out and waiting for a call, and maybe they're in good shape? If there's no harm in bringing them in for a look.
I'm sure that, if Bakhtiari had 2 healthy knees, I'm sure he'd be in Berea.
Bakhtiari, Humphreys in particular, those guys have been hurt a lot in recent years.
Yeah. And Bakhtiari's only like
32.
I was going to say 31, 32.
Which is 32. Turns 33 in September.
Yeah, that's not that old for an offensive lineman.
No.
All of these guys are better than what they have, or they've been better. How good they are right now, we have no idea. But if I'm the Browns, even if they're all useless and I can't play any of them right now, what's the harm in bringing them all in for a look? Because you're in a desperation situation. I'm bringing them all in. Let's see what they look like. Can any of them play? Because every guy on that list is better than James Hudson, again, or was better than James Hudson and anybody else you use.
Yeah.
So, and maybe they can't. Maybe they bring them all in and none of them are ready to go. No harm, no foul. But, it's hard to trade for an offensive lineman, but it's been done. A couple of years ago, the Bengals and Giants made a trade about a week before the start of the season.
Billy Price for B.J. Hill, right?
That's right. Turned out to be a good trade for the Bengals, who got the D lineman. But offensive linemen will get traded. Obviously you're not getting a true starting left tackle this time of year.
No.
But maybe you can get a guy who's a decent backup left tackle on a team that may be very deep on the offensive line. It's unlikely, but
the Browns' cheat code for years was just get him in and let Bill Callahan coach him up.
Right.
That's gone. That's gone.
That's
now.
out the window. I'm shaking my head at my son because I know what he's doing right now. What are you doing? Anyway, so it's a 5-alarm fire situation. The Browns have to consider all options at this point, whether it's trade, cut down, guys that are still free agents right now. They're behind the 8 ball. And by the way, at tight end, in terms of this is not nearly as important. But they have 3 guys battling for that 3rd tight end spot, and 2 of the 3 are hurt.
Yeah.
So they're very thin at tight end also. Now, it's the 3rd tight end, not anywhere close to as important as the starting left tackle. But the left tackle, especially when you're playing the Dallas Cowboys, who have a good pass rush in week 1, I'm worried that Deshaun Watson's going to take some big hits in that game.
Hey, Bull, it's not just the Cowboys in week 1. They play Josh Hines-Allen in week 2. And to Trevon Walker.
Love saying the Hines now.
You have to. It's what he wants. The Giants just traded for Brian Burns and Dexter Lawrence.
Yeah.
Good pass rush week 3. The Raiders, Max Crosby, Christian Wilkins, week 4.
I'm not as worried. Those guys are good. You're right. The Giants.
I'm just saying it's not like it's nothing.
No, I hear you, but the Cowboys are a good team. See, but I'm not as worried about the Giants or the Raiders because I think those teams will have a hard time scoring against the Browns, and so the Browns won't have to become one-dimensional. But it's possible that the Cowboys could get up on the Browns, and then if you become one-dimensional and you don't have a left tackle, then you're really screwed.
I'm just pointing out the pass rush does not necessarily. If it gets Mike is the top of the line, but
I
it
hear what
doesn't
you're saying.
I'm cupcakes after that.
Shouldn't Jedrick Wills be back by weeks 2, 3? What is happening?
He should have been back weeks.
What is happening? We need some answers.
It's crazy.
Somebody's got to get to the bottom of this.
Of those 5 guys we had up there, Bull, Bakhtiari, Smith, Humphreys, Charles Leno, Dwayne Brown. I know you said you'd call them all.
I would call them all, but Bakhtiari's the best.
Bakhtiari's by far the best. I was just looking on his Wikipedia. He had knee surgery to end his season last year.
When was that?
That was week 6.
He's played in maybe 15, 16 games in the last 3 years.
But you only need him for a couple of weeks, maybe.
Yeah, I know. Well, I don't know.
He played 11 games in 22.
Okay.
He
more than I
played
thought.
1 game in 21
Yeah.
and 1 game in 23. So 13 games the last 3 years.
Yeah. But if he had the surgery, when did he have the surgery?
According to the video
Yeah.
that the Green Bay Packers posted, they posted it in week 6 about him talking about his surgery.
All right, so we're talking
October.
11
Early
months,
last
10, 11
October.
months. I mean, I don't know. I get the guy's injury prone, but I'll take him if I can get him for a week or two. Better than nothing. Sign 2 of these guys. I don't know if they can play, or pick up a guy once it's cut down day. We're not that far away from cut down day.
I think that's the most realistic option.
Yeah, probably.
Is wait for cuts. I mean, it's pitiful. You're picking from the leftovers.
Yeah.
But there is no great solution to this problem right now.
Man. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think if you had to bet now, Jed Wills week 1, are you betting against him playing?
Yeah. I don't know how you can bet on him right now.
You can't, I don't think.
I mean, we're how far out? What are we? 3 weeks?
20 days.
Yeah, 20 days.
I mean, give me another week. If he's not practicing next week, yeah, I don't know how you can count on him.
Yeah. No, you can't. You definitely can't. All right, Mike.
One last
Keep
thing
an eye
on the tackle situation,
Oh, yeah.
and then we'll move on. Obviously, Bill Callahan not being here makes a difference. How much?
Probably.
We'll find out.
We'll
some
find
point.
out, yeah.
But do you think? And we don't know an answer. I'm just asking you guys to speculate. There's no right or wrong answer here. Guys like Hudson and Afedi and Adeniji and whoever else in that category they bring in, the play would have dropped off. Like you would have felt how much better about the situation if Callahan's still here versus how you feel now.
I don't know. I mean,
You've tried to downplay a couple times his importance. I think it's yeah. Oh my God, we were in a knockdown dragout.
We were
over you overblowing. It's not that big of a deal, right? Am I crazy? You remember that?
No, I do remember that.
I just think I don't think coaches turn a scrub into a good player. I think a great coach can take a guy up a notch, but not 4 notches. That's all I'm saying.
They got respectable tackle play last year,
Right.
out of guys who had no business being on the field.
Fair, but how do we know that won't happen this year too?
I guess we don't know yet.
You know, I'm saying now,
but
you know,
I don't have very high hopes or great odds that it can happen again because of who's calling. I mean, that's nothing against
that's
Andy
fair.
Dickerson.
That's fair.
But Bill Callahan is widely regarded as the best in the business at doing that.
Sure, he's
and
a
we've
great
seen
coach.
it time and again. I've talked to guys who came here specifically to play for him. Now, there's other guys I've heard that don't like playing for him because he whips their ass.
Yeah.
And like
Jed Wills is
is
probably
really
one
hard
of
on
them.
him. He's really hard on guys.
Yeah.
But he gets them ready to play.
Yeah, I'm not going to argue that he's not an excellent coach. I don't know if whoever they play at left tackle is terrible. I don't know. It's fair to say, oh well, if he were here, he wouldn't be terrible. You don't know that for sure, and we also don't know that they're going to be terrible. I know they were terrible this past preseason game, but that's the preseason.
I mean, they were getting guys off. Jaron Christian, right? Was that his name? I don't remember.
Yeah,
his name now.
he's now the backup left tackle in Tennessee. He followed Callahan.
Yeah.
And is listed at their left tackle too.
I mean, he went from a practice squad to he had not a great year by any means.
No, but he was serviceable.
Yes. He was very acceptable and serviceable last year.
Right. Hey, listen, I'd rather Bill Callahan be here. I don't disagree with you there.
I'd rather Jaron Christian be here at this point.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Over some of these other guys. Maybe that's who they go trade for. Maybe they go trade for him.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Callahan took him with him, so I'm sure he probably wouldn't do that. But, I mean, it all contributes. The 5-alarm fire is hotter because Callahan's not here, sure. But Andy Dickerson could be the next great offensive line coach. Who the hell knows?
It's fair.
I give him a chance.
Yeah, speaking of giving him a chance, the offensive line didn't give the quarterbacks much of a chance, which is what we're going to talk about in a second. If you want some immediate